Today is a very relaxing restorative yoga class. So we will not be standing in this class. We will be laying down completely. It's super relaxing. We'll get started in the meantime. Because today is restorative yoga, we will not be standing, and you are more than welcome to grab pillows near you or bolsters so that you can place them under your body or on top while we practice. And then if you have a blanket, that's also a great idea to put on top, especially if you're in an area that's not super warm. When we stay still, of course, we get a little cold. So just to have that. And we will start in a toe stretch pose. And that looks like this. Curling the toes underneath. And you're going to sit down onto your heels. It's okay if you can't sit all the way down. Even if you're like sitting like that, your hips aren't all the way onto the heels. That's fine. Go ahead, roll your shoulders back and down, away from your ears. We'll just set the tone for the day. Closing the eyes if it feels comfortable, or lowering the gaze. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out the mouth. In through the nose, out the mouth. Last time, inhale. If you need to make noise on the exhale, go ahead. Beautiful. Just lower the hands down, release the toes, tap them on the floor. I know it's quite a lot. And we'll start in child's pose. Knees far apart. You can do this super simply. I am going to use a pillow as my cushion, maybe even two. And you're welcome to use many different options of arm placements. So first option is lowering the arms down and then dropping the forehead towards the floor. Another option would be just keeping the hands by the feet as you lower down, so the forehead goes down like that. Or even without pillows, like that. So find whatever suits you, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. And the point is just to sit with this silence, to allow your body to melt down into the posture. And sometimes if a posture feels uncomfortable or is a little difficult to stay in, it could be an emotional response. Maybe there's a little something, maybe some trauma, maybe just something to work through. But in this posture, you should feel very safe, very held. You can also wrap your arms around and hug yourself in this position. And if you want to think of something to keep your mind occupied, just focus on taking 10 breaths. And if you can, every inhale should take longer and longer each time. So maybe your first inhale is short and fast. Your last inhale that you're going to take is going to be so slow, so long, so deep, that you become very, very aware of the air that's traversing into the body. Last inhale, deep breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, walk the hands towards your knees. Go ahead, keep the eyes closed. And bring your hands together right in front of the heart in prayer. We're going to move into some seated cat-cows. This is the most we're going to move in this class today. When you're ready, push the pillow away. Bring your knees slightly apart. Place your hands on your thighs. And inhale, open the chest. Lift the chin. And exhale, curl the spine. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, pushing the chest forward, curving the lower spine. And exhale, rounding the back, rounding the shoulders. Continue on your own. Let's do 5 more. Really connect with the breath. Every inhale, you're opening the chest, you're expanding forward. Every exhale, you're rounding. I think we have about 1 left. Do an extra one if I'm incorrect. Exhale. We're going to move slowly onto our backs, scooting our way all the way down. And I'm keeping this pillow there so that I can hop up onto the pillow and then lay all the way down like this. And we're going to stay in this position for a little while, so get comfy. It's okay if you have no pillow. It's okay if you just stay flat on the floor. But if you have a pillow or a block or a bolster, you can place it underneath. Just place it on the lower part of the spine where the coccyx is. And then you can stay here. You're welcome to place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. You're also welcome to grab your elbows on each side and just stay here with the arms overhead. Lots and lots of options. A really great tip is to scan the body as we are in these postures for a while. Just analyze, see if there are any organs that are a little stiff or a little stressed out, a little like you feel a bit more pressure in those areas. And then as you breathe and you're staying in this position, you focus on that organ or that part of the body and you bring the air to that section. And that same section, that same part of the body can feel very different, maybe less or more pressure in a whole different posture. So staying aware of the differences of sensations is quite a gift and a skill to have. Take a moment to unclench the jaw, separate the teeth. Relax your shoulders again, your lower spine, the hips, the thighs, the knees, the calves. Unclench your toes. One more deep breath in this posture. Exhale it out. We're going to stay exactly how we are, except we're going to separate the feet even more. So feet wider than the hip width distance, maybe the length of your mat. And then tuck the toes in, heels out. So kind of like a duck, kind of like in this position with your feet. And then you're gonna let the knees fall in towards each other. The knees should touch, so if they aren't close enough, if they aren't falling onto each other, bring your feet slightly closer and you'll feel the right balance, the right length. And you don't have to force the knees to come together either. Just find what works for you. Maybe slide down the pillow a bit more so that those knees can come together. And then same thing, option to have your hands by your sides, on your belly and heart, or overhead. And if any of you are into manifestation or affirmations, now is a great moment to say some positive affirmations and manifest in this moment. You can say things like, I am healthy, I am safe, I am right where I'm supposed to be. Anything that will help you grow as an individual, that will make you feel protected. Once again, take the time to unclench your jaw, to relax fully your eyes in your eye sockets, to unfurrow your brows, relax the forehead. One more deep breath before we move on. Exhale, sigh it out. When you're ready, separate your knees and gently pull the pillow out from underneath. And what we're going to do is just gently change positions. Bring your knees in towards your chest, wrap your arms around, take a moment to squeeze your body, pull everything in into a nice ball. Maybe rock gently side to side on your lower spine. Maybe bring your nose in towards your knees. If you want, if this feels good for you right now, maybe grabbing the big toes, maybe the outside edges of the feet for happy baby, and still rocking side to side. Maybe gently extending one leg out and then the other. Maybe both at the same time. And then bring those knees together and in towards the chest again. And then we're going to gently roll onto the spine until we can come up all the way to seated. If you have a pillow, you're welcome to place it behind your back. If not, not a problem. You can also use a blanket. But the point is, we're going to be placing the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. This is what we would say in yoga. You can also say butterfly pose, a much simpler term. And then we're just going to lightly lower down onto the pillow, onto our backs. I'm using the pillow under my back, so it's more of a heart opener and shoulder opener. If you would like it more to be a hip opener, just place the pillow under the hips instead, like we were doing before. And once again, you can have the arms, the hands by your sides. You can have one hand on the heart and the belly. You can have your arms overhead. It's really up to you, depending on how you feel. And once you find that comfortable position, close down the eyes again or lower the gaze. And just allow yourself to melt down. This is also a great posture to heal some heart chakras, meaning if you have any trauma with your heart, maybe some sensitivity, maybe being vulnerable is a bit of a challenge. This posture could be pretty vulnerable. It could be intense for those who feel like they need to protect their heart a bit more, or feeling a little bit emotional right now. If that's you, you're welcome to hug yourself as well to make yourself feel more safe. It's like a protection shield. And you can stay here if you'd like, and then maybe halfway in, you just change the arms. So you work the other side of the brain and don't stay lopsided. Once again, a reminder to take deep breaths And if at any moment this posture is uncomfortable, you can come out of it. You're also welcome to place pillows right under the knees, between your knees and the floor, if this is really intense on your hips. And now is a great moment, if you can, to physically smile. Curl the corners of your mouth. Smile at yourself. Smile at the practice. Smile at the day, no matter how it's been going. Smile and remind yourself how it feels to smile. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Fill your lungs. Sip in a little bit more air. And exhale, open the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale. Inhale a bit more. Exhale. Last time. I really encourage you to open your mouth as much as you can. Inhale. Deep breath in through the nose. This time, fill your lungs as much as you can, the most you've done out of all of them. Open the mouth, release it all. Beautiful. Wherever your hands or your arms are at, unbind them. We're just going to do some circles of our wrists in the air in one direction. And in the other direction. Let's clasp our fingers together. Flip the palms up, overhead. Take a nice, huge stretch. Maybe arch your back even more. And then bring your knees in towards each other. We're going to slide the pillow out from underneath and lower down fully onto the back. From here, we'll place the left leg over the right, almost creating a letter or number 4 with the legs. From here, you're welcome to stay exactly as you are. You're also welcome to place a pillow underneath your hips here too. And you're welcome to also bring the legs in closer, clasp the hands behind the thigh, and stay here. If this is a little easy for you, or you would like something more intense, you can place the hands in front of the right knee and then pull in. Because this posture is really intense, option This posture is called supported pigeon on back. And the more you pull the right knee in towards the chest, the more you will feel in the left leg. Therefore, if you are very flexible in the hips, you might be able to fully wrap the arms around and pull the body in like that. It's possible that you have to lift the head up to achieve it, but I know you can do it. If not, just stay at the other options. See if you can relax your shoulders fully onto the floor, so you're not straining the neck too much. And when you're ready, you can follow me. We're going to slowly change sides, so lowering the left leg onto the floor, placing the right leg on top into that number 4. And then once again, either staying here or grabbing the back of the left leg or the front of the left knee and slowly pulling in towards the chest. And once again, if you are more advanced or this is just a very simple posture and you would like something more intense, wrapping the arms fully around your legs and then lowering down. Keep going. Just gonna check. If you're getting bored in this position, feel free to challenge yourself. Try to pull the legs in as much as you can, but keep the shoulders on the floor the whole time. Take your last 2 breaths in this position. I'm going to slowly release the bind of the legs. Bring the knees together. Extend your arms out to the sides. And just keep those knees together as they lower down onto the right side. You're also welcome to hop the hip to the left so that your knees can fall easier to the right. And then because our knees are to the right, we're going to gaze to the left And then slowly close down the eyes or lower the gaze, or if your mind is moving at light speed right now, it's okay to keep the eyes open, but just analyze, ask yourself why it's a bit difficult for you to close down the eyes or to fully surrender to melting down into the posture in that way. And it's happened to me before several times where I had a hard time fully relaxing. It was because my mind was moving so fast and I was thinking of a million things. And instead, bringing the focus onto the body, for example, focusing on specific body parts like just how the fingers are placed in this position, how they feel, maybe the torso, noticing the twist of the torso, simple things like that to keep your mind distracted in a way, but still focused on this practice. And one tip, if you would like a more intense sensation in the hips for this twist, you're welcome to wrap the left leg over the right. Also welcome to place the right hand on the legs to create a bit more weight and to push the knees further down towards the floor, only with the weight of the arm, not actually pushing, not putting effort into it. If you have wrapped your legs around each other, go ahead and untangle them. Bring the arms back in a T on each side of the body, and then bring those knees back to center. And then same thing, we'll be hopping our hips to the right so our knees can fall to the left. Gaze moves to the right, and when you're ready, close down the eyes. And once again, option to wrap the right leg over the left for a more intense twist. And just allow gravity to pull your body down towards the earth. Another great tip is to focus on the right shoulder. So those muscles between the armpit and the right breast can be really intense. So in this posture, if you bring focus to it, you can sometimes bring the shoulder closer and closer towards the floor. And you're literally mentally relaxing the muscle without having to stretch it out physically. You're putting on so much mental discipline and focus that the muscle relaxes at the snap of the fingers of the mind. I think it's fantastic. Once again, relax the forehead, unclench the jaw, relax the tongue, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. We'll slowly start to untangle the legs, unbind them, bring them back to center. Give them a squeeze, a hug one last time. And gently extend your feet out towards the corners of the mat. Arms by your sides, palms facing up, shimmying the shoulders underneath. And take rest in Savasana. Same thing, allow the face to fully relax, the tongue, the eyes, even the ears. Now would be the time to place a blanket on top if you would like. If you would like to stay in Shavasana or corpse pose for a little longer, you're welcome to continue to do so. If you would like to follow me and finish this practice, we'll begin by coming back to the present moment, noticing the mat underneath our body, noticing the air between our body and the floor. And when you're ready, beginning to wiggle the fingers and your toes. Allow your head to drop side to side. Stretch your arms overhead, point your toes. And let's go directly into fetus pose. Just bringing the knees in towards the chest and dropping over onto one arm. You can use that arm as a pillow. And fetus pose just reminds us that there's always a new beginning to an end, a chance to start again, a chance to be reborn at any time. When you're ready, start to push yourself up to seated. Legs crossed in front. And I will be playing you my favorite singing bowl, meant for the third eye. Thank you so much for practicing with me and for showing up for yourself. Namaste.